he decided to loop out of his U-turn and come for the street. And when he did, that's when he hit me in the gear shift of my bike, which crushed my foot against the engine block of my motorcycle.
You're listening to State of Arrest, South Florida Criminal Justice. I'm William Moore. I got Bill Dorenzo here today. We have so many hit and runs lately in Broward County, at least making the news, don't we, Bill?
All the time you see them in the news now.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they just made an arrest this morning of a hit and run involving death, and a man by the name of Dale Hall. Poor guy lost his foot. He was a motorcyclist. I ride motorcycles, and it's so scary out there in South Florida.
Sure.
Totally. And obviously this guy, should he be caught, would be charged with leaving the scene, serious bodily injury, which is a term we see a lot in the Florida criminal statutes.
Sure.
See it in DUI.
They have it in DUIs. They have it in, obviously, the leaving the scene of an accident. And I think they have some version of it in aggravated battery also.
Right. And what it does in these cases, well, leaving the scene kicks it up to a third degree.
I think the leaving the scene with injuries is a third degree, and then when you get serious bodily injuries, it kicks it up to a second degree, and then death, I believe, kicks it up to a first degree.
Right, so that the injury kicks it into the felony range, and then there's the aspect of serious bodily
serious
injury.
kicks it up into a second degree felony, punishable by up to 15 years in prison.
In DUIs, it opens the door to blood draws.
Yes. According to statute, yes, but there's some questions about that, with still whether they need a warrant or whether they don't need a warrant.
Right, that's been going on for quite a while.
Yeah,
that debate. And when it comes to violent crime, something that I defend on a regular basis, we have a different definition, but we see are a lot of consistent court rulings that there's no fine line when it comes to exactly what a specific injury qualifies as.
No, it's always difficult because you're always looking and you see, okay, I've got this, and then you're trying to see if that's going to fit into the realm of the serious bodily injury.
Right.
And you kind of have to go and see if you can search case law to see what you can find in case law, because the definition, it doesn't say a broken arm, it doesn't say a scar on your leg, or it doesn't list things. It tells you, generally what it is, and you have to go and see if the injury that you have is going to fit into that, or if you'll be able to get it knocked down one level maybe.
Right. And for the listeners out there that don't know, when we have our Florida criminal statutes, they don't outline, and they couldn't possibly outline every conceivable scenario. Right, Bill? So
right.
What we rely on are the appellate courts. So when you hear someone say in the movies or in television programs or possibly in real life, when they're convicted, I'm going to appeal this, and well, there may not, most of the time there's not a basis for appeal.
Right.
But in those areas where there's a question of law, our appellate courts define it, and they have done that when it comes to serious bodily injury.
Oh.
And I think it'd be interesting to look and see if something's qualified as serious bodily injury in, let's say, an aggravated battery case. An intentional striking of someone either with a weapon, without a weapon, but causing injury, great bodily injury, in the statutes defined as serious bodily injury. It'd be interesting to see if there's rulings where a broken nose is not considered an aggravated battery in a battery case and is in a DUI.
No, yeah, that's
or
a
leaving
good point.
the scene.
Yeah,
That'd
you know
be
what? That is a good point.
A good idea for another show.
Because, I think about it right now, and I would think that a broken nose is definitely going to be serious bodily injury and an aggravated battery, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right? You'd be surprised. The courts have kind of gone back and forth over the years.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, thanks for coming down.
All right, thank you.
You've been listening to State of Arrest with me, Attorney William Moore, and William Dorenzo. Join us next time.